Ladies and gentlemen, we all know the sting of betrayal. It comes in many forms: broken trust, disloyalty, deceit. It shakes us, makes us question everything, and leaves behind wounds that take time to heal. But today, I want to share something important. Betrayal never benefits the betrayer. It always backfires. Why? Because betrayal is not just an action. It's a reflection of one's character. When someone betrays another, it doesn't show the weakness of the one betrayed. It reveals the emptiness within the betrayer. History and life itself teach us that no betrayal goes unanswered. The universe has a way of restoring balance. Those who deceive others often find themselves trapped in their own web of lies. They may enjoy temporary success, but eventually the weight of their actions catches up with them. What should we do when betrayed? Should we seek revenge? No. The best response is to rise above it. Holding on to bitterness only ties us to the past, while success and peace of mind free us. Moving forward with dignity is the greatest response to betrayal. And here's the undeniable truth. Those who betray may believe they've gained something, but they have lost something far greater: trust, respect, and meaningful relationships. They may win for a moment, but they lose for a lifetime. So, if you've been betrayed, take heart. It's not a reflection of your worth. It's a lesson in the strength of your character. Let it propel you forward. And if you've ever been tempted to betray, remember, no gain is worth the price of a lost conscience. The betrayal always backfires. Not sometimes, not occasionally, but always. And those who stand firm in loyalty, honesty, and integrity, they are the ones who truly win in the end. Betrayal reveals character, not weakness. Betrayal is often misunderstood. Many who experience it feel a deep sense of personal failure, as if they were somehow at fault for being deceived. They wonder if they were too trusting, too naive, or too blind to see it coming. But the truth is, betrayal says nothing about the worth of the one who is betrayed. It speaks volumes about the betrayer. Loyalty is a choice, and so is betrayal. When someone chooses to betray, it is not because the other person was undeserving of their loyalty, but because they themselves lack the strength to uphold it. The decision to deceive, to break trust, or to turn against someone is not a reflection of the betrayed person's flaws, but of the betrayer's character. They are the ones who have revealed their true nature, and once that mask slips, it is rarely ever put back in place. Think about the relationships that hold real value in life. Friendships, partnerships, family bonds. These connections are built on mutual respect, honesty, and dependability. When betrayal occurs, it is not just a moment of dishonesty, it is a complete dismantling of the foundation that trust was built upon. A person who betrays is not just committing an act of disloyalty, they are announcing to the world that their word, their promises, and their commitments mean little. History, literature, and even our own personal experiences are full of examples of people who, despite facing betrayal, went on to succeed and thrive. Why? Because they understood that their worth was not determined by someone else's actions. They chose to keep moving forward, recognizing that betrayal is a test, not of their own character, but of the one who betrays. So if you've ever been betrayed, remember this: it is not a reflection of your weakness, but of their lack of integrity. The pain of betrayal may sting, but in the long run it is the betrayer who must live with the consequences of their choices. And those who remain steadfast in their honesty, loyalty, and kindness, they are the ones who emerge stronger, wiser, and ultimately victorious. The universe has a way of settling scores. Betrayal may seem like an easy way to get ahead. Some people deceive others for personal gain, believing that their actions will go unnoticed or that the consequences will never catch up with them. At first, it may even appear that they are winning, securing success, gaining wealth, or manipulating situations to their advantage. But the truth is, life has a way of restoring balance. No betrayal goes unanswered, and no act of disloyalty remains without consequence. Throughout history and in everyday life, we see this pattern unfold. Those who achieve something through deceit often find that their victories are short-lived. Why? Because trust, once broken, is incredibly difficult to rebuild. Even if someone manages to rise through dishonesty, they will always live with the fear of being exposed. Their success is fragile, built on a foundation of lies that can crumble at any moment. The very people they betrayed may move on, but the betrayer is left to deal with the weight of their own actions. Some call it karma, others simply recognize it as the natural order of things. The world operates in cycles, and every action, good or bad, sets a reaction in motion. A person who deceives a friend may later find themselves abandoned when they need help the most. A leader who manipulates others to climb the ladder may eventually be cast aside by those who see through their deception. A dishonest business person may enjoy quick success, only to lose everything when their deceit is uncovered. It is not always immediate, but the consequences of betrayal have a way of surfacing at the right time. Betrayers often believe they are in control, but life has a mysterious way of teaching lessons to those who refuse to learn them willingly. They may avoid accountability for a while, but no one escapes the truth forever. The people they hurt may heal and move on, but they are left with something far worse: a life built on broken trust and a reputation they cannot escape. This is why integrity matters. The choices we make today shape the future we will live in tomorrow. Betrayal might seem like a shortcut, but in reality it is a detour that leads to loneliness, regret, and loss. Those who remain honest and loyal, even when tempted by an easier path, are the ones who truly succeed in the end. Because when the universe settles the score, it always favors those who chose integrity over deception. Inner peace is the ultimate revenge. When betrayed, the natural response is anger, pain, and a deep desire for justice. The sting of deception can make people feel helpless, prompting thoughts of retaliation. Many believe that the only way to truly heal is to make the betrayer suffer just as they did, but in reality, revenge rarely brings peace, it only extends the pain. True victory over betrayal is not found in getting even, but in rising above it. Holding on to bitterness is like carrying a heavy weight. It drains energy, consumes thoughts, and prevents happiness. The person who betrayed may move on without a second thought, but the one holding on to resentment continues to suffer. This is why the most powerful response to betrayal is to let go, not for the betrayer's sake, but for one's own well-being. Inner peace is not about ignoring betrayal or pretending it didn't happen. It's about accepting that some people make choices based on their own flaws, not because of anything you did wrong. When you release the need for revenge, you take back control. You free yourself from the influence of the betrayer and allow yourself to focus on things that truly matter: growth, success, and happiness. History has shown time and time again that those who focus on self-improvement instead of retaliation always come out stronger. The greatest revenge is not in proving a betrayer wrong, but in showing that their actions had no power to destroy you. Imagine achieving success, finding joy, and living fully, while the betrayer remains trapped in their own choices. That is the kind of justice that truly lasts. Letting go does not mean forgetting. It means choosing not to let betrayal define your future. It means refusing to be consumed by someone else's mistakes. When you make peace with the past, you create space for a future filled with possibility. And in the end, that is the best response anyone could ever give to betrayal. Betrayers lose more than they gain. Betrayal is often fueled by a sense of short-term gain. The betrayer believes they have outsmarted someone, secured an advantage, or taken control of a situation. At first, it may even seem like they have won. They get what they wanted, while the person they betrayed is left hurt, confused, and struggling to understand what went wrong. But what betrayers fail to realize is that in their pursuit of temporary benefit, they have sacrificed something far more valuable: trust, respect, and meaningful connections. Trust is one of the most fragile yet powerful elements of any relationship, whether personal or professional. It takes time to build but can be destroyed in an instant. The moment betrayal occurs, something breaks that cannot be easily repaired. Even if the betrayer tries to justify their actions, make amends, or shift the blame, they cannot undo the fundamental truth that they have proven themselves untrustworthy. And once someone is known as a betrayer, that reputation follows them. A person who betrays a friend may enjoy a moment of personal gain, but they will lose the ability to be trusted by others. People talk and word spreads. The very individuals they may hope to build connections with in the future will think twice before putting their faith in them. After all, if someone has broken loyalty once, what stops them from doing it again? Even in cases where they try to rebuild their image, suspicion lingers. In the workplace, betrayal often comes in the form of deception, manipulation, or backstabbing to climb the ladder. A person may succeed temporarily by taking credit for someone else's work, spreading false rumors, or stepping on colleagues to get ahead. But success built on dishonesty is never stable. The same colleagues they deceived may one day be in a position to influence their career. Their employer may eventually see through their tactics, and if they do reach the top, they often find themselves alone, surrounded not by genuine allies, but by people who view them with caution, waiting for their downfall. Even in family relationships, where bonds are meant to be the strongest, betrayal leaves scars that are difficult to heal. A relative who deceives another for financial gain or personal advantage may enjoy a brief victory, but they risk losing something far greater: the love, respect, and support of their own family. Years may pass, but the damage remains. Many who betray their loved ones end up realizing too late that no amount of money, power, or personal success can replace the warmth of genuine relationships. Perhaps the greatest irony of betrayal is that it often leads to the opposite of what the betrayer intended. They may have sought power but end up powerless, as no one truly trusts them. They may have sought wealth but find themselves alone, unable to enjoy it with people who care. They may have sought success but become trapped in a life where every connection is built on caution rather than trust. Ultimately, those who betray others lose more than they gain. They may enjoy temporary victories, but the long-term cost is far greater than they ever anticipated. And those who remain loyal, honest, and true to their values, they are the ones who, in the end, truly win. Success is the best response. Betrayal can feel like a devastating blow. It shakes the foundation of trust, leaves emotional scars, and often creates a desire for revenge or justice. But the truth is, the best way to respond to betrayal is not through anger or retaliation. It is through success. Rising above the pain and proving, not to the betrayer but to yourself, that their actions have no power over your future is the ultimate victory. When someone betrays you, their intention, whether conscious or not, is to take something from you. It might be your confidence, your peace of mind, your opportunities, or even your self-worth. They want to leave you questioning yourself, doubting your instincts and feeling weakened by the experience. But what if, instead of allowing that betrayal to break you, you used it as fuel to grow stronger? What if, instead of focusing on the pain, you focused on your goals, your dreams, and your personal development? History and real-life stories show that those who overcome betrayal by channeling their energy into something meaningful often emerge stronger, wiser, and far more successful than they would have otherwise. Many of the world's greatest leaders, entrepreneurs, and thinkers have faced betrayal at some point in their lives. Instead of letting it define them, they turned their pain into motivation. They understood that the best revenge is not proving the betrayer wrong, it is making their betrayal irrelevant. Think about it. If you spend your time dwelling on the betrayal, you are giving the betrayer free control over your emotions and your future. But if you shift your mindset and use that experience as a stepping stone, you take back that control. You move forward with purpose, determination, and a renewed sense of focus. And as you achieve success, the betrayal that once seemed so significant becomes nothing more than a distant memory. Success does not mean simply achieving material wealth or external validation. It means finding inner peace, building meaningful relationships, and creating a life where betrayal has no lasting impact on your happiness. It means proving to yourself that no act of disloyalty can take away your ability to grow, thrive, and succeed. And here's the thing, betrayers often expect their victims to fall apart. They expect them to remain stuck in anger, bitterness, and pain. But when you rise above it, when you refuse to let the betrayal define you, you take away the one thing the betrayer hoped for, power over you. Instead of staying in the shadows of what happened, you step into a future that is entirely your own. So, if you have been betrayed, don't waste your energy trying to get even. Don't waste your time trying to make them understand what they did wrong. Instead, invest in yourself. Use the pain as a lesson, not as a prison. Set goals, work hard, and build a life so fulfilling that betrayal becomes nothing more than a chapter in your story, one that only made you stronger. Because in the end, success is not just about proving a point to others. It's about proving to yourself that no one, not even a betrayer, has the power to dictate your destiny. And when you achieve that, you have truly won.